Hello fellow engineers, my name is Cody Gaither and this is a review of my projectile motion application done spring 2019 for Engineering 267, Engineering Programming. We're going to start by talking about the inputs that were required for this application. We have inputs for initial position on the X and Y axis, initial velocity in meters per second, and initial angle in degrees. However, I also added a slider that allows you to change the time between samples anywhere from 0.05, which is the best number I found that had an acceptable error range, all the way down to 0.00001, which was the smallest effective sampling. So moving the slider, we can set it to any number we'd like. And with the defaults of velocity of 20 meters per second and 50 degrees, if we press the button of graph, we get 3 graphs. Our top graph is a projectile motion that only displays the points so that you can see the accuracy with which you are getting results. We have a line, which allows you to just see a solid line of the parabola you'll be creating. And finally, we have a velocity at different angles, which takes the entered velocity, the entered X and Y axis, and then does angles between 0 and 90 at an interval of 10 angles, giving you a graph. The coolest part about the projectile motion points, in my opinion, is that as you change the timing samples, you can actually see yourself get more dots and more accuracy along your line, until at almost 0 you have a solid line. If you look down below, the output will update every time you press the graph button and change in real time, giving you your numbers. Check the accuracy of my application. I use the Omni calculator online, which is a projectile motion calculator where you can enter velocity in meters per second, use 68 meters per second. Angle of launch, we'll use 18. Initial height of 2. And it will output your time of flight, your distance, and your maximum height. Finally, I'd just like to show off some of the extra stuff I did. I added the slider because I thought it looked nice for the time sampling. Makes a very nice control over it. You can just slide it up and down. And I also thought it'd be useful to use the time taken in the output, just because when I took physics, I remember that we had to deal a lot with the time that something was in the air instead of the distance or the heights. I appreciate your time, and this has been my application, once again, for Engineering 267, spring term of 2019. Thank you. This has been my application. I appreciate you taking the time to look at this. And if you're Hello fellow engineers, my name is Cody Gaither and I'm here to give you a presentation on my UI figure that is my projectile motion art. Hello fellow engineers, my name is Cody Gaither and this is my review of my projectile motion application done for Engineering 267 spring term of 2019.